Y'all.
Okay, so we're recording now, so I need y'all to behave.
Okay.
We are now live. Hey YouTube. I don't even want to say this is Yomi back with another video because Vel done like a low key.
She did her whole intro. Like she just
did
took
my
the
whole
intro.
intro and just took it like, hey, this is Yomi and I'm back again with another video. Like this is really what she did to me, y'all. But anyways, so we was talking about our favorite creators. I know you said beauty and models, right?
For hair.
Now I feel like
flexy.
models is really the best flexi hair creator out here. No, like right now, no tea, no shade.
Right now, right?
Let's talk about how beauty don't do demos no more.
Ooh, why does creators feel like that's okay?
No, I guess they be feeling like they got skin in the game, so we just gonna trust them, but absolutely not because y'all be catfishing the hell out these pictures.
Oh God, like they don't edit their fucking ads. Like
and they don't just be edited. Like that be a whole different wig in Word.
it does because, like I said, it's supposed to be a 3D head. Well, it looks like a PNG file in World, so I don't know.
That is so big.
Flat.
It's giving Photoshop hair, honestly. That's what it's giving.
Flat, it be giving thin, it be giving stiff.
Because when you rotate your camera to the side, that shit hit different.
For me, it's like also when you don't do demos, you literally lose like sales because it's like it's gonna make people not want to buy it. Like
no one's gonna trust you.
I get it. Demos can be stressful, like y'all did the product, but it's like I want to see what I'm buying. Like, don't make me buy something then I put it on this like that's not the same wig.
Exactly. Because now I want a refund.
Exactly.
And especially those that don't do demos, they be having the no refund policy. Like, girl.
So what I'm hearing is you're scamming.
Exactly. These creators are actually scamming on SL, and nobody's
people energy scammers.
Yes, it's scammers. We love a good scammer. Let's talk about how some creators are scamming. Let's talk about how some creators are actually scamming for real. Let's talk about that.
Okay, because $500 for a DMP is crazy. Like, I'm scared.
Why is a fat pack $1,200, $1,300, $1,400, $1,500? What's going on? Like,
girl, let's talk about Santi. One of Santi's hairs was 700 lumens just because she added some color. I said, bitch, please.
As if hair can't be tinted. We don't even need color. Hair could be tinted. Why do we need color for?
First of all, color flexi hair don't eat anyway. Color flexi hair don't even be cute 90% of the time.
That's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all be out here buying these hairs, fat packs. Well, honestly, mesh hair tip. I tell people this all the time. Don't go buy all them crazy ass colors, ombres and shit. You can just get a black and white pack.
When Ash put me onto that was a game changer. Just buying the black and white pack and
just tint. And just tint. That's all you have to do.
We done gave YouTube the game. They gonna stop letting them do that.
What the tinting is though, when you start tinting, you start to lose quality.
Now that we done opened our mouth and we done put people on watch, they gonna make it so we can't do that shit no more. So y'all can.
Because the texture that they put in there is not really tintable, but the black and white pack is meant to be tinted. Right. That's the thing. Because ain't nobody out here just wearing straight white hair. Let's be honest.
I mean, I wouldn't put...
Unless you want to look
different. Dressing up as Storm for a cosplay.
Let's say if you're talking about Shigo hair, yes, her hair is not really meant to be tinted. Even though it says tintable. It's not meant to be tinted because the texture is kind of odd.
I got love for you, babe. If you ever watch this video,
not to mention Shigo, but she be eating the girls up lately.
I'm not even gonna go in on Shigo. I've been a ride or die for you since the very beginning. Like, you was one of the first hair stores I shopped. But we need to talk about why the fuck your store looked like a warehouse and not in a cute way. I'm so sorry.
She checked it. And they said she got 2 levels now.
When she changed
it? They said she has 2 levels now.
Because it was giving Amazon warehouse.
It's still giving Amazon warehouse with 2 layers, with a bone on top. Like,
it's giving Chinese warehouse with the bundles. With the bundles.
Remember Amazon package.
Right. Are they hiring?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing.
I love you, but I'm gonna need you to come out with different baby hairs. Every time I buy a pack,
thank you. Amen. Because there's no reason why I could go and enjoy my own baby hairs from scratch and you can't. Make it make sense.
You need different baby hairs, girl. Like, stop using the same one for every hair base. It's being old and tired. Thank you very much.
Let's talk about how certain creators don't know how to do baby hairs. Let's talk about that. Like,
no, a lot of creators. I mean, okay, so I'm gonna say this: creators that I know that really do be hitting with the baby hairs, Maldo's has really been doing it. With the baby hair, she's really been doing it. And sometimes one thing I don't like when some edges look like curtains. Why is my edge touching my freaking eyebrow?
When the hairline, when the baby hairs is so long, it touches your eyebrows on your fresh head.
Bro, at this point, call it adult hairs. Like, make it a curtain or something. Because at this point, it'd be so thick too. Like, come on.
I feel like when
people get into when bundles ain't even full. Like, how you make hair and it's going through my whole skin? Like, I look in the back, like it's there.
No, I hate that when you can see your shirt on the back.
Yeah, it's like make it fair. Like, why y'all being cheap with fucking weave, mesh weave? Like, how the fuck you being cheap with mesh weave?
I don't understand how they be cheap with the bundles, but they charge you $500, $600 for it, but you can't add more hair. Make it make sense.
Like, what you trying to say? Like, I should go around looking bald? Like I got alopecia?
There's no copy editors with these wigs, these copy and paste wigs they be putting on their picture and then think we wasn't gonna find out.
Crevino is the biggest catfish of hairs. Crevino is the biggest catfish of hairs.
Yo, Crevino is the biggest. That's why her hairs don't make no sales no more. Only her clothes does. Because no one wants to buy wigs. Them crunchy ass wigs.
No, me personally, it's like, stop editing. Like, one thing, stop over editing your ads. Stop doing it.
For real, like
I know, because they be giving Beyonce in the picture and they be giving Krishan.
Let's talk about how some creators want to use scary ass ads for the hair. Like, don't put shade on this.
The renders.
Fuck this wig. Yo, fuck this, bro. The models do not look good, bro. Them shit scare the fuck out of me. Them shit give me nightmares. Them look like something that popped out of, like Freddy versus Jason on that wearing a wig. Like, the fuck.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say this about Punkless, and I mean this with all honesty. Like, I will say this, like, you know, Punkless, she used to hit back in the days, like a lot. She used to do
Punkless was that girl back in like a year or two ago. Punkless was that girl.
She kind of started losing her touch, or maybe like, you know, she's maybe going through stuff, or she's under stress or something. But she's lately with some of the hairs, it feels like she's not really been motivated to do the hairs. Like, she really just
no, them braids that she been dropping.
I feel like she too busy on the damn live trying to fight everybody instead of going back to her new blender and doing her shit properly. Like, girl, you have never stop being a fucking live trying to fight everybody back in your hairs.
She's too busy trying to worry about people copyboarding her instead of dropping some hair. Like, bitch,
some trash.
Your old hairs are getting copyboarded, girl, not the new ones. Calm down, relax. Like,
I'm not eating the girls up, like, but she's released something all day. I didn't even go look at them.
But y'all, honestly, y'all, I want y'all to think about this real quick, because like a year or two ago, I feel like no tea, no shade to Punkless, because, you know, I was a Punkless girl since like literally my first day on the grid.
We all were.
But right, like I feel like we all was at one point, but I feel
she was a starter pack store.
She was, but let's be honest though, I feel like the quality of her hair hasn't really changed. It's just that there are other girls that are out here making hair now, and they're doing it a little bit better than she is.
We have been going through a boom of hair makers, like a baby boom of hair makers.
Like Angelica,
models,
Santé,
I want to give a shout out to Arrogance. That's my bitch. Shout out to Arrogance. That's my
homie. I don't really like arrogant hairs. I don't be looking crazy.
That's my hair. That's my hair. That's my girl.
I know. It be looking crazy for
you trying to give arrogant clout on YouTube. Okay, shout out to arrogant. Give arrogant clout. Go ahead.
I don't know. Color hair on. If it's not mesh, I feel like it shouldn't be colored. Because flexi don't look right.
She's still learning, so...
It just don't look right from the back, from the side.
Personally, for me, like, I feel like flexi hair, like, the purpose of it, it's supposed to move and all that, look full cute. But, like, I feel like, even for pictures, it's like, why would you use something that goes through your titties, go through your back, arms?
I don't know, I was edited.
Yo, you can. What is going on, child?
I'm giving the girls ASMR.
Oh, baby, you giving me anxiety.
Girl, getting triggered in the seat. Girl, what's getting triggered?
I got to go.
Just turn your sound down. You'll be alright.
I did. I feel like people should use flexi hair to enhance, mesh hair. Like, it's possible. And I feel like girls on the grid don't go that extra mile to get what they want. They just want somebody to make it and they put it on. But really, the grid is for creativity. Like, if you gotta put 5 or 6 hairs together to achieve a look, do it. You got the attachment points to do it, do it. Like the hair I'm wearing now. It's like 6 different styles from multiple stores.
Let me zoom in. Hold on. Let me zoom in for the stream so the stream can see the different hairs. So when they want to come to XL, this is
okay.
How
let me give the girls a little zoom in.
Yeah, this is how you do it.
Y'all. I encourage it. Mix and match. You will be surprised what you come out with. People be asking, where you get your hairs from? Honey, honestly, if I tell you, you'll be paying a fat pack for this one hair. Let's be honest. You'll be paying over a fat pack for this one hair. Like, just mix and match what you got. Because I feel like, and there's some downfalls with the mesh hair. I feel like mesh hair isn't
that alpha
enough.
blending
like
shit is
hair.
what gets me with the mesh hair. Like how it makes textures behind you look really fucking crazy.
Another thing with mesh hairs too, like y'all know, like the straight hairs and the regular hairs, they're pretty cheap when it comes to mesh hairs. But then when it comes to Afrocentric hairs, it's like dreads, locks, and stuff. They're so expensive.
And let's also get into the fact because we know that there's some discrimination going on the mesh hair side. Because y'all always notice how they make mesh hair for the big cities and not for no ass.
But they start doing that now. They do that now.
But how you call the hair how you call yourself rigging hair for Cooper and it go through my booty?
Yeah, but they doing that now. They starting to rig it for the butt and the boobs. I mean, it was nice for the boobs.
I want to shout out Camo for doing them sales consistently every weekend because that's the only dress.
But girl, everybody can't get on the 60 Linda sale list. That's the thing. It's a wait list. That's what they don't tell people. To get into 60 Lindas, it's a wait list.
And there shouldn't be. I feel like there's stores that can do it. I don't know why they do that wait list.
Yeah, ducks be whatever it's called.
I just feel like at Camo's texture, her textures sometimes throw me off. Right. Like black and white, it comes off as like a salt and pepper. But her meshing is immaculate. Like, beautiful. Very immaculate.
Nice. Very
she comes in left or right, braids here, dreads there, this, that, and the third. You get some add-on baby hairs if you ain't got no edges. Go to Camo to get your add-on baby hairs.
You don't have no edges.
Yeah, because I'm over here, the edges are...
I'm not even gonna talk about unorthodox because his prices be making me mad. No,
let's talk about unorthodox. Let's talk about it. Because why am I gonna?
I feel like with unorthodox, you pay for quality. You do pay for quality, but it's one hairstyle. But you get multiple hairstyles in it. Well, not multiple hairstyles, but multiple colors. I do understand.
SOD.
I do understand because sometimes, like the new one with the one dread in the front, the afro, it's cute, but it was only $555 at the access event. It was only 555 lindens. Those burn dreads with the little
1K.
headband in the back. That was $1K, but I paid for it. Yes, I did. I did pay for
Child,
it.
I'm mad. I paid for it. Let me take my Abby.
I'm dead. The Jericho bun, it was only 6K, not 6K, 600. But if we go back and look at Unorthodox past releases, he has a collab with Glamocracy. Still out, the Ramona Girls. 3K, 2 to 3K for just the Ramona Girls. And when I tell y'all, I've been looking at these curls for almost 3 years now. Really debating, like, is that what I want to do? Like, I understand the wash and go gotcha set. Cool, I guess it's 10K for the whole set.
Oh, hell.
I understand that.
Okay, but this is my thing, though. This is my thing. I feel like as time goes by, as releases get older and older and older, right?
You stop wearing them.
Yeah, it's like, just lower the goddamn price. I mean, let's be honest. Like, no one wears that.
It is true.
Just lower the price.
Give us a little leeway.
Right, like, if it's 10K, bring it down to like a 5 or 4, you know?
And no tea, no shade. Why is it only the black side that do stuff like that? Let's talk about it.
Okay. Because they feel
that's
like...
the gag for me. Because the white side would never.
Right.
I feel like
they would never.
It's one of those where, you know, it's a psychological thing where, like, okay, if you support black people, you're going to come and pay these prices.
I wouldn't pay the white people these prices. Why would I pay you that?
Girl, because they're black. That's the psychological way they think about it. And they're like, okay, I put my time and my effort into this. But if you go to the white side and they do the same thing, it's different because I'm black. I've done this by myself.
This is the thing. I support the black community to the fullest. Like, I really do. But we can't use you being black as like you feel entitled
reason we should charge.
Simply because you're
overcharging. That's because at that point it comes off. You're just taking advantage of the fact that I'm black and I want to support another black person.
Exactly.
That's what's giving off.
It gives
the black critics be down low dirty because they know they ain't gonna rebuild black and white all the time, but they want to put in the fat packs. Like they were so wrong when they started to do that shit.
That is so fucked up that they
wasn't doing it all along, but then all of a sudden now,
Days, bitch, you're not even black, bitch. You're not even black, Days. I'm calling you out, Days, because you're not even black and you want to put.
Girl, what's Days?
Days is Ray Soriel. Ray Soriel. She's white. That's a white girl.
Her outfit's not even be hitting like that either. So I'm not even against that.
Oh, good.
Yes. Yeah.
Extra.
Yes, sweetheart. You and them extra ass prices. Mama, you calm the fuck down. Calm down.
And it's at this point.
And them extra damn outfits that she be releasing from the from before.
I can hear it now. They're going to be like, oh, well, if you don't like my prices, then don't shop me.
And we won't.
Honestly, this segment should be called. This segment literally should be called. This segment should be called We Are Consumers.
That's the reason why you're even creating. We're putting money in your pocket.
Yeah, just buy her outfits from somebody else because she just buy meshes from somebody else.
At this point, because I remember she recently released that like little sport thingy on Dream Day.
Extra reused. Okay, that's what she used to be made. Extra reused. Okay, that's her outfit was already used already. I already had the outfit from somebody else.
I bought the skirt and never the fuck again. That's the last time I'm ever gonna be purchasing anything from her brand. Because what the fuck?
I mean, she used to do 60 Linden sales, but she no longer on there anymore, I think.
She don't do it no more. She don't do no more Saturday sales. She stopped. And it's weird.
Probably because nobody's really buying her stuff like they usually do.
If that's the case, then
I really haven't seen her post or like really be active like she used to. Like, there's so many creators that were our starter pack stores.
Right.
Like Shigo and Funkless was definitely in the starter pack stores for when you first started.
Exactly.
Yo, let's talk about Gaki's disappearance though, because that was my baby.
And I've been telling y'all this. We started off, Gaki was coming in, back, bam, bam, release.
Right.
She just
back.
disappears.
Disappeared.
Then she come back. with like a few releases. I was like,
and then I'm done.
And it's just
She's like, I'm done.
Deuces, guys. I'm like, what? What?
She hit us with the
I have been waiting for you to come back. Waiting. Coins sitting in the bank, waiting. And you come back and you drop, mid. It was mid to me. You drop it's stuff. I'd rather go back and buy some of your old stuff that's not even in my body, not even in Cooper, not even in E-body. And wear that than the stuff you just released, and then you say you're done. I don't know if you lost the motivation or what, but I feel betrayed.
Oh, God.
I think we're trying to realize that a lot of these kids get tired. Like, they get tired of
it seems like they do be getting burnt out.
Like, they get tired of shit that we do. Because these customers be fucking ridiculous. Like, they started being talking crazy about a fucking outfit. Like, it'd be a lot when it comes to
And that's why you hire customer service. I honestly feel, I cannot stress this enough. Big companies like Walmart, Target, Macy's, any of those big companies would be nothing without customer service. And I feel like enough people on here...
Girl, I mean, even if they're big brands,
customer service
or medium or small brands, if
you have customer service,
but if your items get capped, you need someone to handle that.
Service.
You need customer service.
I feel like enough people don't do it.
I feel like if you get to the point where you get an IM every day, it don't matter if it's just one, like one or two IMs a day, you need to hire somebody in customer service.
To handle that, like you hire somebody for Blogotex, you hire somebody for this, but you need the help to run your store. I understand it's something that you brought up on your own, but you are making revenue and you need somebody to keep that in order to keep you from being burnt out, to protect yourself. Like, it's so many creators to be like, oh, I'm going on a hiatus to protect myself. This is too much. This is toxic. Creating does not have to be toxic. You can literally have somebody handle. You can pay somebody else to handle that for you.
Hashtag somebody else to do it. Hello.
I feel like one thing I hear about the Black community is that they bring drama into creating. Drama does not have to be into creating.
All the
time.
It don't make sense.
They always want to intertwine it. Like, they always want to make it like, oh, if I'm a creator, y'all just hate me. Like, no, ain't nobody hate you, girl. It's just that your shit wasn't worked properly. But ain't nobody hate you. It's just that it wasn't worked properly. Like, be fucking serious. Like, take criticism. And half of them, too, I hate that too about the Black community. They can't take criticism. Like,
they can't. You criticize them.
Yeah, Shaw, you criticize somebody on the black side, they on live.
It's like, oh, you're a hater. You want to be like me. You're jealous of me. Bitch, I don't want to be like you. I'm just telling you, work on your rigging, work on your texturing, work on your meshing. That's it.
But it is a point where also we're guilty of, saying things the wrong way.
Right.
But they should know this. They in the community. They already know how we are.
But if you give in construction, half of them not even in the community, baby. Ooh, we think they black, they're not black.
Because, girl, it's giving shit. You go talk to
it's giving because my man black, I'm black. That's what it's giving. Because my man black, I'm black.
So they black by penetration?
It's giving y'all. It's giving y'all.
It's giving transracial. It's giving, it's giving Michael Jackson. It's just you. It's the way we talk to them. Because people will literally go into the messages and be like, bitch, you could be so much better on your texturing. You need to work on it. And then leave it at that. Like, that comes off a little crazy when you could be like, hey, why don't you try this, that, and this?
Especially if you don't know the person. Especially if you don't know the person. It could come off disrespectful. And how that person reacts is how they react. So I definitely understand that.
So we both guilty of something.
Yeah, like, it goes hand in hand. Like, it's a cause and effect type of shit. But regardless, I feel like if you're giving feedback, rather, make sure it's positive type shit, positive feedback.
And then I feel like also with creating in the black community or the urban side or the black side of SL, I feel like we still do have that crab in the bucket mentality. Oh, yeah. I'm going to get out of here, and when I get on top, then I'll come back and help you. Now I'm going to help you as I'm getting out too. Now let's help each other.
it's the competition thing that since everyone's in competition, so I don't want to help. I don't want to. There's enough money for everyone to get. There's enough L's on this game.
Everybody can eat.
Everybody can eat. Everybody can eat. So it's like there's nothing wrong with helping each other grow together. Like, what's the problem? Why are we gatekeeping skills? Why are we overcharging to learn skills? Why are you charging me damn near
because $500, $800 for a class, and then they be halfway doing the class.
What's her name? Shout out to what's her name? Who taught us our classes?
Gigi's World.
Shout out to Gigi's World.
Shout out to Gigi because
for them $75 mesh classes.
She was the only one I knew that charged cheaper than these other bitches.
And you know what's crazy? She is humble enough, bro.
She is
humble enough to say, I do not know everything, so if you know something in the middle of class that's an easier way to do something, let me know. And it has been multiple times we all come together and we're like, how about we try this, that, and third? And she's like, cool, I didn't know that. Thank you. She'll even come into the Discord and be like, I need help.
Right. She's so humble and down to earth. Like, if that's what we need. We need more of her in the community, more creators like her.
Shout out to Gigi. Shout out to Winter. Shout out to them.
Some people have get real fat when it comes to cloud. They get a little bit of cloud and then
they'll get 500 sales and be like, oh, I can't talk to none of y'all. I don't know what y'all doing.
Right here, I got me my kilo 10 sales. I can't talk to me.
Yes, y'all can't talk to me.
10 sales. Like, okay, the fuck.
And I do understand on the retrospect hand. I do on the other hand. I understand that people are like, oh, I've taught people when they've done me dirty. I understand that, baby, but you can't let that stop you. You cannot literally let that stop you.
Punk Liz needs to stop letting that trauma stop her from
every week she be on live. Oh,
bitch,
good. Get the fuck off the live.
Because she goes copyrighting her. She's scared.
It's not even she go no more. It's other people now. It don't go out to the whole fucking community at this point. And she always on live.
Y'all remember she had a lawsuit.
Girl, she can lawsuit me anything. I ain't got no damn money. What you gonna lawsuit me for?
I just feel like we should be more open to teaching it. And it is people out here teaching folks, but it's the they don't get the attention that they deserve because they're not a big time creator, or they're not a Slane or a Glock or a Lock or whatever they calling themselves now, or they're not a McLaughlin, so they don't want to learn from nobody else. I understand that. I understand that, but still, it's people out here, small creators, who are willing to teach you all that they know, like willing to give up their whole fucking store layout for you. Like,
the people need to be fucking for real, because some of these big creators don't even mesh their own clothes. So be fucking for real.
Exactly, and I feel like people
make their own clothes.
Exactly, I feel like some creators aren't transparent enough with consumers, for the simple fact that, yes, you go to Fiverr or whatever to buy your clothes, your mesh. If I catch the same mesh in the event, both of y'all selling the same exact shoe in the event, same exact mesh from top to bottom. Y'all apart from each other.
Right.
Would feel some type of way about that. Of course, I'm gonna buy which one is cheaper, but I would still feel some type of way about that. Because I'm like, now I have to not only am I competing with everybody in the event, I also have to compete with you because I'm selling the same product. So whoever ad is better, whoever's cheaper, whoever's mesh or whoever's texture come out on top, they're going to get the most profit, and then you have to depend on your loyal shoppers.
Exactly. First and stuff like that. Because when the boots came out, them boots, what you call them, moon boots, them big red boots. I saw one person release it, and then 5 people came behind. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I think Vibamp, shout out to them. They released it first, and they released 2 versions, I think.
Yeah.
And then Merch came in and released it, and then somebody else released it. Yeah, the trend.
I feel like if y'all talking about them
good.
Astro
Each time
boots, I feel like the Astro boots were a little bit different because that was a real life trend that they kind of hopped on and brought to the grid. So I feel like that might have been coincidental that they all just happened to drop that shit at the same time.
Girl, the boots from Betrayal and Neutral Tones, actually, they look like the ones... Betrayal just released the thigh-high versions of them in her recent release. Those boots, literally, they released them in the Grand the same time. I think Neutral Tones was cheaper for a fat pack than Betrayals. They literally, those boots were on the runway.
They have different colors and they look better, to be honest. They have looked better. So I ended up getting Betrayal on.
I ended up getting the Neutral Tones. I like the color, the color, tones. I like the color tones in hers because they were more pastel than Betrayals. But it all comes down to preference.
I realized that a lot of Neutral Tone and Betrayal shoes are the same.
They are.
A lot of them are the same. I realized that it's just different colors that you're gonna prefer.
So it's just it all depends. Like those shoes were in a runway or something recently when they both came out with them. Yeah. So yes, it is a trend thing that they hop on. It just depends on when you hop on it. You gotta see who's the quickest at meshing it, who's the quickest just advertising it. But sometimes, like my daughter Pooh said, I was gonna release them bitches, but they got to it quicker than I can. They fast as fuck. I said, well, it's already 3 other people releasing them, so you might as well let that dream go, baby. That's a fever dream. And she said, yeah, I decided I'm not gonna release them. I was like, yeah, after a while, if you see like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 creators release the same thing, you would think somebody would stop mid-project and be like, okay, I'm good. But no, they still release it, which I understand. They spent their time and money in it. So they might as well release it and make their money as if they make any money, per se. But yeah, trends-wise, yes, it does correlate and it's very important in the SL community because I feel like SL doesn't really have its own trends. Yes, it has its spurts of what people should do. Like, one moment, everybody is Greek. The next moment, everybody's in the strip clubs. And then the next moment, everybody wants to be club owners. And then the next moment, everybody wants to be in the urban side on the plug. Then the next moment, it builds up. And then everybody wants to RP vacations. And then the next moment, all those RP vacations are gone.
Yeah.
So, we do have spurts.
Right. And this also...
Second Life goes through eras just like real life. Like the vacation era was such a time to be alive.
It was.
Girl, the stripping era was a time to be alive.
But this is where it comes back to, though. This is what it is, though. Now it falls back to the whole point of RPing, role-playing. Like, the sole purpose... What is the... Right, like what is the sole purpose of Second Life, and what is this, like what is it? I'm curious now because like
I think it's just to take pictures and get clout, and that's what it is.
People have different definitions of what SL is.
I feel like
I really want to get into the RP, but it seems like many people no longer even know what RP is.
Not only that, but why do they make it so damn expensive to RP? Let's talk about it. Because
they gotta make their money.
Stuff, like, okay, I will give my story the fact that it's a lot more affordable than BU was. You know, even like the little picture props. Why is Canopy out here charging 600 lindens?
Girl, Canopy was charging that beforehand. Before my story came out, she was charging that because it's part of the RP. Like Tiara Vixen? Tiara Vixen. She used find RP stuff. She's the RP queen in my book. She used to find RP stuff and she'd put us on. That shit has always been expensive though. Like the bot babies, they're expensive. The cleaning products, they're expensive. The props, they're expensive. The systems.
I'm about to start messing up some
what I can say about Canopy is that she participated in the weekend sales now.
Yes,
so
she does.
If you keep an eye out every weekend, you'll see something that was expensive on sale. Like I just got me a Swiffer jet thingy.
That's true.
Yes,
I got her mom set and her dish rack.
I be getting most of my stuff on sale. You know what I'm saying? So
Canopy.
I
feel like it's another one of those where you're buying quality over quantity because she gives quality in everything she does. The animations.
Another thing also with roleplay is a lot of people like to travel on here, and travel on here is very expensive.
It is.
But we were just talking about that though. Like the vacation's not even hitting the way it used to because there was a whole ass vacation era on SL where the girls was taking trips. Like they was flying out, like getting out
back to back trips. We talking about
exactly. And the vacation's not even hitting no more. I wanted us to take a girls trip, and I couldn't even find nowhere for us to go.
That's not summertime yet. Wait till summertime come.
I wanna go. I wanna go Las Vegas.
Luxury destinations.
Luxury destinations is pretty good.
Yeah, I think right now they have Japan.
Yeah,
I've already been to Japan though.
I want to go there, but like
Vegas or New Orleans or something. Like, give the girls.
And Vegas came and left. Vegas literally came for like 2 months and then left.
And then Dubai was around.
Vegas was there for longer than that.
Was it?
Definitely there for longer than that. Yes, because they used to have weekend sales, like couple weekends, stuff like that.
But they wouldn't hear long. I feel like
a year. They were there for like a year. They did a good job with their little weekend.
Exactly, the little weekend events and stuff like that. And then you have Yanu. Is it Yanu?
Yeah, Bonaire. Still be open.
Bonaire
has been there for a long time, but I need to
knows what the fuck they're doing when it comes to RPing. From the time you get onto their RP plane to the time you check in through customs to the time you get there, they know what the fuck they're doing. And you know what? Kudos to them.
Bonaire is a whole monopoly.
Like my lifestyle, when I did Singapore, lifestyle was amazing. Okay, amazing. From the people coming to the airport to pick me up, to going into the plane, to have a certain picture
I ain't never been to Singapore. Is Singapore still open?
Yeah, Singapore is still open.
It is it's expensive.
So trip to Singapore.
Yeah, Singapore is still open, so we can book a trip because I got the money for that.
But it's expensive, y'all. It's expensive. It's very expensive.
I got $1K in my bank right now, and I got written due next week.
Not gonna work. You need about 50.
Serious ghetto. I want to have a talk with whoever came up with this.
Oh, wait till my check come through this Friday. I'm booking it.
Yeah, like, I just want to talk. Just come outside. I just want to talk.
And then it's with the other ones, the other vacation spots, they pop
that
up.
Hotel that you talked, that hotel y'all was in. I'm going. Yeah, I'm going back.
No, Essentia does give a role play. Like, YouTube knows that they've seen Essentia based on a little tour I did, and Essentia does hit. But you said Essentia been around for years?
Years, girl. Essentia been around 3 years ago.
Just now getting clout.
Girl, they been at cloud. That's the white side property.
Now because what's her face was there dancing in the bar. What's her face?
Girl, they ain't getting Yes, the white people been on Essentia Hotel. They been
to go to Mila Vanderbilt's area. She has an amazing.
We need to go to the Bayside.
Is it Bayside?
Bayside.
Yes.
They have something that they have.
Oh my God! Remember when you walked up to Mila? Let
me tell y'all this story. Okay, so we sitting on Mila's Sim, bro. We are sitting on Mila's Sim. We're walking up to the gas station. Mila's at the restaurant beside the gas station. She's talking to somebody. We're like, oh, that's Mila. That's Mila. Bill takes herself, walks across the street, literally is face to face with this woman. Bill's like, I don't see her. Where is she at? I don't see her. Bill is bumping to her and everything. And Mila's just started having a conversation. Bill's like, where is she at? Where is she at? So we over here trying to tell Bill we were on Discord. So we're like, Bill, she's right there. Bill goes, I don't see her. We spent 15 minutes trying to tell Bill where she's at. Come to find out, Bill goes, oh, my friends only is on. I kid you not.
Yo, the fact, and I could have sworn that Mila was cracking the fuck up, bro.
Had to. And I have pictures from that day. That's the crazy part.
Yo, we took a picture together, me, you, and Chill, bro. And
took pictures that day. Like, and I was like, babe, we were cracking up so bad.
But I could not see her like that.
You should have said hi. Took a picture with her, girl.
And she said hey, but she couldn't see her because she ended up talking to somebody she couldn't see. She was like, oh, I love you. I love your Sam.
Shout out to Mila if you ever do watch this. It's highly unlikely.
Yes, Mila, we love you, girl. Period.
I watch a lot of Ariel XO's videos, so you inspire
Ariel
me.
too. We love her since
she actually saw some of my videos on my old channel. I don't know if she has discovered this channel yet, but we love you too, Ariel.
Yes,
I feel like, yo, but like rewinding back to what's the meaning of SL and RP, I feel like over the years, SL
people be on here saying they don't RP, like,
yo,
they just don't take pictures.
And I used to be like, why are you here?
Girl, they do
when a nigga tells me he don't know how to RP, it grinds my gears. It grinds my gears.
We're hosting RP classes. We're hosting RP classes.
Because like Topper used to say he don't RP, and I used to just look at him like, sir, why are you here?
You're 50 years old.
I'm talking about RP in every aspect. Even when it comes to doing
RP and he's 50 years old. What the fuck?
When it comes to doing the little nasty, you can't RP a couple words. Come on now.
Okay, they know how to do that, bro.
About that because we're not going to let YouTube make this video age restricted.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, YouTube.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Like this. When they try to do the boom shakalaka and they don't know how to.
That's what I'm saying.
The boom shakalaka is not living.
They don't consider it RP. They consider it. They know how to do that. They just don't call it RP. They call it boom shakalaka.
It's mid. Nah, their RP is mid. It's mid though.
You would be surprised. It's better RP.
Well, he was a lot of
IMVU.
Not one of them. Not with that.
The IMVU. Listen, the IMVU RP was different. It was
IMVU RP was so good. I kid you not. It was so good because these dudes were writing on Wattpad. They were reading Wattpad books at the time. That's why it was so good.
I'm gonna need them to come back because
not only that,
we're going back to IMVU.
That came from IMVU. They know how to roleplay.
They do. And the people that's coming from 5M, they're the only ones coming over here and role playing. They still type in the chat /me doing whatever they need to do. Like, they still do that when they come over here, and they like it over here because they don't have TOSs and stuff like that. Exactly. But I still feel like
kudos to JT and her man, to her 5M nigga, period.
As a matter of fact, she's streaming as we speak.
Oh, okay, period. Because she don't have to worry about her internet.
So trash, but okay.
But they come over, they enjoy. And I just feel like RP wise, y'all, we are hosting RP classes. Please get out your attitude, your way, break out into a certain creativity when you're RPing. Anything can happen in an RP except that illegal shit. Don't get to doing that illegal shit. But anything can happen in RP. You got the creativity for it. Get out your thug ways. I know you want to game bang 24/7, but if I need you to stand down,
why it has to always be slap and choke me up? Like, I don't want that.
Like, why I can't be alpha? Why you gotta be alpha all the time? I need you to step down.
My nigga, loosen up.
Exactly. Let's see your personality flair. I'm not trying to hear Love Sosa 24/7. I'm trying to get some R&B out of you. I'm not trying to hear that love Sosa 24/7.
Oh, Ash, are you speaking from experience?
Yeah, she sounded like she relates very deeply to this. I don't know. Like you sounded like you identify a little bit.
Girl, she resonates with this a little bit more. She's like,
my man now, he write Wattpad books, so he know what the fuck he doing. He know what he doing. Okay. He knows how to RP.
My nephew out here writing Wattpad books.
Girl, yes, Tumblr.
Oh,
this nigga was out here writing Tumblr posts.
Me and my nephew used to talk.
My man know what he doing when it come to RP.
Okay,
but I just like some dudes I've been with. When it came for them to RP, it was the one-liners. It was the bare. They'd be like,
her man, but my nephew, and I don't want to hear it here.
Yes, they be like, dash, right. Dash. No, that's not what you. I need you to go down. I need you to
most they do, most of the time, is like post bleep out. What is that?
Wow. You don't want to like, and then not only that, when they roleplay, they don't be putting details. Like, bro, I need
details. I need to know you tripping from
your hair and slap his track.
Like what?
You hit me with 3 words?
I knew y'all was talking about me.
Or when people be like, boom shakalaka is harder. Like,
okay, so when Kick was out, they had this side app called Kick Roleplay. It's this side app they used to use when Kick was out. When I was on Kick, I would have this Kick, I would use the Kick side app and put in my roleplay submission, like a little post, and people would come and text me. But on my post, I literally say, if you hit me with a one-liner, you are automatically blocked. And I meant what I said. I swear to God, all the people that are coming in sound like authors. Like they were writing actual books.
They were writing
books. They were.
Girl, you was there.
I was there.
Girl, you was in that bitch grading essays.
You never had a really good RP. You ever had that weird little white girl that was a catfish from Sims? Y'all ever had that she was talking to
I think I know who you're talking about. I remember that.
What was she? She was supposed to be like a redhead, like a ginger. Where was she?
I know who you talking about.
Her RP was immaculate.
It's another girl who has good RP. J something. She changed her name now, but she don't really do her RP Instagram stories anymore. I want to do RP Instagram stories, but I feel like people. My stuff is public. So if I start doing these things, they're going to start seeing parts of me that some parts y'all hadn't even seen. And you know what? I think I'm at the point where like I'm ready to be that full-blown person to show the world like, yo, yes, I get down like this. Is there a problem?
Girl, I think
you've been disliking yourself. That's what
please, I'm about to post my nephew with you. Let me know because y'all be traumatized.
Please show every aspect of inside of themselves. And I'm ready. I'm gonna start, doing the same thing too. I'm ready to just let loose, child. What y'all get is what y'all get. Okay.
I just feel like I told my man the other day, we had this conversation. I was like, babe, I'm ready to be a mommy dom. Like, that's something I want to do. I'm interested. And he's like, if that's what you want to do, then that's cool. As long as they stay in their place. Oh, he'll be okay.
So fine for him. Like,
he'll be okay.
Mommy dom!
But that's okay because he's like, long as the subs stay in their place, they stay in their place. And my mom, my other mom, my auntie, they're all into that. That's interesting to me. That is so interesting to me that people go out and they actually want to be controlled by somebody. And I didn't know I was a switch until I was exposed to that type of life. So I was like, okay, this is interesting. I want to explore that. And I've come to find out that I'm really not into, the white subs. I'm not into the white subs. I'm into the urban subs. Like, I need to break you down, take you apart, and rebuild you and program you like I need to. I like to do that. That's something I like to do. And sometimes I'd be like, with my man, I'd be like, well, would you be interested? And we have boundaries. We do have boundaries and we have limitations. I just love that about him because he's open to being and doing stuff with me as I am with him. Fine, cool, dandy. I love that type of relationship. I just, I'm ready to show the world that, my RP game is on 10,000. The strip club got that RP, but nobody else has gotten that RP.
And see, so basically, you talking about relationships is a great topic. SL relationships is a great topic. I feel like...
Y'all, we done talked about a little bit of everything. We started off talking about mesh hair.
Oh my God.
I feel like everybody has a different fucking pro review about how SL relationship should be, or how it's supposed to be, or what it is. Some people are with it, some people are against it. But what are y'all
I want to do one on SL family too, because
SL families too, people have different views on that, and it's it's interesting. It's really interesting,
because we know girls is out here having sexual relationships with their family members, right? We're gonna have to talk about that.
Because y'all three on this right there in the middle, y'all have your relationships. So everybody's experience is different. You know what I'm saying? SL relationship wise, everyone has a different experience. But did you, when you started dealing with the person, did you initially thought about getting into a relationship, or what was the initial thing?
Like it's really pretty much like doing your own thing. I feel like when you're doing your own thing, that's when you find somebody. Like when you go out there and just pick up the trash, the gutters, the
This is very, very true. This is how I ended up with my ex-husband.
For real?
Looking.
No, really,
you do not want to look. Do not ever put yourself in a situation where you're looking.
Or where you don't really want to be in a relationship. It'd be at the most unexpected moments, and then you just
right. That's what I'm thinking. It happens when you least expect it. Right.
Right.
It happens when you build a friendship. Build a friendship. Get to marriage. Don't, 1 week, honey, love. Girl, please. And then the next week they're pregnant.
A lot of people use that word in love in the most wrongest way ever, and they use it too much. Being in love is deeper than just,
it is crazy because you think
I feel nowadays people really don't know what love is.
Y'all remember them
love, and it's not right. Love is sacrifice and compromise. If you're not willing to sacrifice and compromise for somebody, then you don't love them for real.
And listen. And y'all remember the Iron relationships were so quick. Iron relationships was so quick. Y'all meet, y'all date for 3 days, and y'all already in love with each other. I'll be and then y'all celebrating 5 days
anniversary. Lesbian relationships.
For real, Iron relationships was so quick. You be with somebody, you break up, next week you're with another person.
But I feel like that is very much giving kids. A lot of people I ain't with that were kids.
Exactly.
A lot of them were adults. My thing with Esther is now that you're adult, why you still act like a kid? Why is it that you're falling in love within 2 days talking to somebody?
Why y'all in and out of relationship?
Why y'all being immature with y'all relationship? Right. And it's only SL only, it's SL only. But still, if RP phase, then you should not be taking SL only, boring and not doing nothing and spending around all day taking pictures. That's not a real relationship.
SL only is basically the things that you would do with your significant other in real life, but on SL. And that's what people don't get.
You still have to put time into it. You still have to nurture the relationship. You still got to build it, put them on dates, talk to them. They should be inside and out, basically.
And it falls down to is there such thing as SL only for real on this?
I don't think so, honestly. That's why I feel I know some people can manage a real life relationship and an SL relationship, but for me it's either one or the other. If I'm fucking with somebody on SL,
if you're trying to deal with another person. Right, because if
I feel it's too much for me, and I feel it gets messy.
Right.
No, I think it's possible if you keep boundaries. Anything is possible.
Boundaries.
I feel it's possible if you keep boundaries.
Hey, you're not gonna text me 2:00 in the morning talking about some hey babe. No boundaries, honey. Your SL. I'll see you when I get on SL. I'll text you when I get on.
Right. And it's crazy.
Is that They're gonna be texting their significant their ex other, 2 o'clock in the night, sleeping on the phone. Like obviously, they're gonna catch feelings.
Another thing is, I want to ask this. This is like a question to this topic, right? Do you guys feel like when you get on the phone or when the person hears your voice or you send voice messages, is that like not SL only anymore? Do you guys feel like that's still SL only?
That's a great question.
I feel like it's no longer SL only to me personally. If y'all get to the point where y'all have communication outside of SL, it's no longer SL only. And that's why I feel like I won't entertain
if you know how I sound in real life, it's no longer SL.
You see me sending voice messages?
Because you can talk on here. So you don't really send another voice message because you can talk on here when we get on here.
Right. If you got my number or any means of communication with me outside of SL, it's
other
not
than SL is. I feel like it's not SL only after that.
But the thing is, y'all not talking outside of SL. Okay, let's talk about now getting on mic, right? And you talking, and do you guys feel like when they get to the flirting or like being a little bit more intimate, I would classify that as not being SL only because you're hearing my voice.
I agree.
Number one is, and we're getting intimate with like our voices, and it's like this is not SL only anymore, in my opinion.
Right, like, and then like lovins too. It gets real. It gets intimate.
There's a lot of gray area with it. I feel like there's a lot.
I feel like it is. It's a lot.
I feel like
it's only if it's just RP only. That means
I'm talking about we on the poses and we just typing. That's SL only.
That's SL only.
Like for instance, I don't consider my dad to be like SL only or whatever. Like I consider family members to be family members. Like, whether you my family in real life or on SL, I really don't have a clear distinction between the two. I have my dad's phone number. I can call him whenever.
Right. I feel like for family is different, but for like people you fuck with in person, like niggas, you fucking with people you want to like you have interest in, or you're dealing with outside of your family, it comes like there's like a gray area where. Is it SL only or is it more than that? Because
I feel like the family is always SL only because I'm gonna be honest, unless like we're really cool as friends, I would never meet up to have people on SL. On God, I won't.
That is true.
No, facts. That's facts.
But we are gonna meet up. We are gonna meet up when you decide to come over to the States.
Yeah, girl, we are gonna meet up when period. We meeting up, period. But yeah, so
I feel like a lot of relationships. When you get in an SL relationship, I feel like you need to have that talk. At some point, you need to have that talk. Are we SL only or are we?
Yes, that.
My thing is, that shouldn't even be a talk. I feel like that should be one of the part of the talking stage, or like just getting to know.
When you get to know that person, like what you want, like what you're looking for. Hey, I'm here for
this. We're gonna have to save this for a whole separate video, y'all, because we damn near an hour into this. But I feel like I'm just gonna leave it at this. Like I think that nowadays, what I've learned based on like my dating experience with real life, people don't date no more. Like they meet somebody, they like them, they jump straight into a relationship.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
People don't date no more. Even the talking stage, some people talking stages be non-existent. Like, or they be talking,
or it be like
but they doing everything.
Years,
they say they talking, but they do everything that you do in a relationship.
Right. But it's crazy because I feel like the younger generation, they talk for like they'll be talking for 9 months and doing everything like a couple, but they want to put no label on it.
Exactly. It's like, why are you Netflixing and chilling with a nigga that you just talking to?
Exactly.
That's so fucking weird to me. But
you're doing
this is a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. It's a whole
honestly, because I don't see nobody after 10 p.m. who not my nigga.
Listen,
you cannot pull up and see me unless we already out. Like, let's just say you done took me out to the beach or something like that. We went to go get something to eat. We end up staying out later than 10 p.m. Cool. But nobody is coming to my house to see me after 10 p.m. unless they're my nigga.
Girl. So, my man, he had said when he first was talking, because he old school like you, Cass, old school. He was like, oh, we gotta be friends for a year before I cuff. I said, yeah? I said, let me tell you what I want. I said, within 3 to 6 months, if you're in coupling, you gotta go. Simple. You haven't just let me know what you want at one time. Like, yeah, you're crazy. 3 to 6 months. Either you got it or you don't.
You should know if you want the person. Like that
exactly.
That is 12 weeks.
I guess within a month he could end the story.
End the story. You're not gonna play no fucking games. Like, this ain't no joke. Come on, we're gonna just wait.
So it's definitely about what you present to them. Like, I feel like females now, they're scared to say what they want. Like, nah, say what you have at your chest. Like, don't be scared of these niggas. Even niggas, bitches in the marriage, let them know what you want.
Don't settle for something you really don't want. Like,
because normally I be straight up telling these niggas what I want, and they do the complete opposite. And it's like, at this point, I'm done.
I don't even tell niggas, and this is another thing. This is real tea that I got, and I've tested this, and it works. Do not ever, like, when a nigga ever asks you, oh, what you looking for in a relationship, or what you looking for in a guy, do not ever tell them, oh, I want somebody that's gonna bring me flowers, or do this. Don't do that. Do not do that, because they gonna do that for like 2 weeks, and you gonna think, oh my god, this is the best nigga ever, when in reality, they really just doing whatever they feel like they need to do to get what they want to get, and then keep it pushing.
Right. Yep,
so this is what you do. You tell niggas, oh, I like somebody who's consistent, somebody who's generous, somebody who's considerate, because now they got to figure out what the hell that means to you. And then you're going to find out who they really are, because they're showing you what their definition of that is.
Exactly.
Right. Shit.
But y'all, this is gonna have to conclude our TED talk, cause
this was
we've been talking for an hour. This is gonna take forever to upload on YouTube.
Anyway,
this was a juicy girl talk, but yes,
the next time we're gonna have to get into relationships. Like, we're gonna have to really buckle down and talk about relationships for this next.
Oh yes, we can literally have like a topic that could just be a whole like session, like.
Period.
One topic.
Relationships is its own topic. Like, relationships is really its own topic.
It really is, because there's so many different meanings and different like perspectives on it. And I feel like, honestly, that would be so interesting to like learn about.
So relationships gonna be the next one.
Yeah, keep us next time, y'all. I'm for bed. I'm tired.
All right, girl, get you some rest.
Night night.
Good night.
Okay, so time to sleep.
And bye YouTube till next time for this podcast edition.
Bye YouTube.
Bye, Dusty Bunnies.
Oh, hey, not the Dusty.
Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification.
Share this video on every platform. You feel me?
Child, let's them do my job for me. But anyway.
No, girl, I was talking to my stream, girl.
And if you're not too lazy, add a little razzle dazzle and comment. Just a little razzle.
I already ended my stream chat.
Boom shakalaka.
Yeah, she said boom shakalaka.
You're getting demonetized. Anyway, bye YouTube.
I've been got